the microphone, then the image. Hey, look at that! Just like that, it's time for Qigong. Oop, I want to get. There we go. There we go. There we go. Definitely time for Qigong now. Welcome to Qigong. Diane Qigong. Wild Goose Qigong. Get ready to get goosey. First we'll do warm-ups, then we'll look at some movement details, and then we'll do the whole entire 64 movement form. The whole thing is a meditation from the warm-ups all the way through the form. Before the warm-ups and after the form. Massage up and down, back and forth. Rotate other direction, waist rotations. Then bring palm over palm into the chest, massage. Switch which hand is on top, massage the other direction. Then we'll do hip rotations. And massage on tiao and lower back. Hip rotations in the other direction. Miles made it. Hello, Miles. It's always hard to tell when people are on YouTube. YouTube stats don't really show up in real time. But the chat works. Then palm over palm into lower dantian, massage. Switching which hand is on top, massage the other direction. Then knees together for knee rotations, or feet together for knee rotations. First round, keeping the heels on the floor. Then massaging down on the inside of the kneecaps, up on the outside. Knee rotations in the other direction. Then massage down on the outside of the kneecaps, up on the inside. Massaging the encircled on the kneecaps. And then for round 2, you can go deeper, you can go shallower. You can let the heels come up off the floor. Just any variation on the knee rotations. And then massage down the legs. Knee rotation variation, other direction. And massage up the inside of the legs. Feet back together, push down. Out, back into upper dantian, through middle, through lower, all the way down. And then pushing up, expanding through the whole front of the body. Breathing into the extension. Back to center, push up again. Looking up. Center and up. Center and up to the right. Letting the whole body bend like a bow. Back to center. Again to the right. Letting the left side open up. Really the body isn't bending as much as it's flexing through the extension. Center. Up to the right again. Center. Up to the left. Center. Left. Center. Left. I don't know where Derp is. He might be on. Most of the time he doesn't say hi until the end. Then pushing down the front. Fold it over no more than 45 degrees. And then pushing down in front of the feet. Outside the left little toes. Outside the right little toes. Just hang out. And then brushing down the legs. If your hands don't come all the way down to the ankles, that's okay. You can complete that with your mind's eye, connecting your attention through the ankles down into the floor with each brush. And patting. And we'll do a round of kicks. So protecting the back and kicking out through the heels first. And kicking down the top of the leg through the toes. And chin to toe, right leg out, line the torso, grab elbows, and folding at the quad, circles, down the leg up the toes back towards yourself. And reaching with all 10 fingers. Massaging a little bit harder on the outside coming down and a little bit harder on the inside coming up. And then patting down the leg. Minding the back on the way up. Walk it off a little bit. Or not. And over to the left leg extending. Line the torso. Grasping the elbows. Chin and toe are aligned. Eyes are looking at the floor. Back is straight through the neck, through the head. 5-way pointing forward. Reaching with 10 fingers. Massage. And pat. Riding the back on the way up. Walking it off. Other side again, right side extends. 6 fingers, 3 on each hand. Fold. 2 fingers, one on each hand. Grasping the toe. Massage. And pat. And the back. Walk it off. Back to the left side extending. And the torso, 6 fingers. Two fingers. Grasping toe. Massage. And pat. And the back. Another round of kicks. Protecting the back. Heels first. And then down the toes, down the top of the leg. And pretzel maneuver. Right arm over the left shoulder. Left hand in front of the face. Look to the right. Palms aligned to ears. And this gets into the movement that we're going to be doing today. Wrapping hand around the ear. Relax. Left hand over the right shoulder, right hand in front of the face, look left. Relax. Right hand, left shoulder, left hand, face, look right. Relax. Left hand, right shoulder, right hand in front of the face, look left. Relax and connect the hands to the corner of the shoulder and under the arm. Then we'll do arm rotations. Right arm comes up the front, down the back. Momentum and gravity. Other direction. Pivoting on the left heel and right heel. Left arm up the front, down the back. And up the back, down the front. Connecting across the top of the shoulder and across the back. Pivoting on the heels and continuing the slapping massage. Feet together and tongue touching lightly on the palate, massaging the lower back. Massaging Da Bao on the ribs, lower lymph nodes, chest, including the collarbone, a little bit off from center. Other side. Shoulder. Other shoulder. And getting some pats in. Other side. Brushing from the fingertips and thumb past the wrist, elbow, shoulder. Being sure to get the whole hand, including the thumb. Turning the arm over, brushing down. Other side. And down the inside of the arm. Making sure to get the fingertips. Letting the hands shake out, arms shake out, shoulders shake out, everything loose. And then connecting the fingers to each other. Fingers connecting to the webbing, past the wrist. Other side. Massaging the palm, Laogong. Warming it up. Then spreading that warmth out to the ends of the fingers. The San Francisco weather, especially need to warm it up. It's been cold. Then massaging the other palm. Out to the ends of the fingers. And massaging the back of the neck. Other side. Front of the neck. Other hand. Massaging the temples. Corners of the eyes. Corners of the nose. Derp made the roll call. Mouth. Other side. Ears. First the lobes. Then the whorls. Brushing up using a V. then Drums of Heaven. Wash face, comb hair. First shedding any stagnant chi. And then forming a bubble of the good stuff. One leg stand. Shifting all the way to one leg, letting it sink into the floor with the toes spread. Feeling that support up through the leg, through the hip. Then the other leg is free to rise off the floor. That foot comes back down, letting the transfer of weight be gradual, feeling the floor 25, 50, 75, 100%, toes spread, sinking into the floor, feeling the support up through the hip, and other leg up. Bringing it down, gradual transfer of weight. Other leg up. And can dip if you're feeling it, or just play around with the heel and toe on the floor. Any variation. Gradual transfer of weight. Then we'll get the inside of the leg extended. Can form a claw with the left hand while the right hand is aiming down into the floor along with the right extended leg. Other side. Center and massage up the insides of the legs. And walking kicks, protecting the back. Perch the heels, letting the legs swing back. Then the toes. And then the extended. Then walking. Okay. Then we can get into the movements after a bow. Let's see. What do we have today? Wrapping head to ear. We'll cover 27, wrapping head to ear, 28, pushing down, 29, leaning up, and 30, restoring chi. For some reason, this little series of movements reminds me of elevators going up and down in a building. That's how I think of it. So I'll demonstrate it first facing this direction, since that's not usually the way we're facing. At the end of last week, we did raising the single wing. and then we stepped up, and that was the end of last week. So this week we're going to wrap the hand around the ear. So first the hand comes out across the front of the body, and the palm faces the body, and the torso twists. The hips remain square, straight forward, and the waist twists so that the left hand can come up over, or the right hand can come up over the left hand, and then over the left side of the body, over the left ear. And then once the right hand is at the left ear, can untwist the waist and bring the right hand around to the right ear, and then it comes down and the left hand comes up. So they're counterweights to each other, and the weight is still back in the right foot. Right hand turns over, and then we lean forward, and the left hand comes down and the right hand comes up, and it's pointing underneath the collarbone. Palm pointing underneath the collarbone. Left hand turns over. Hu Gu Huan Tiao. Left hand turns over again, and then we restore. Weight shifts back to the right foot, and the left hand winds up in front of the face, palm facing upper dantian, right hand above the collarbone. That's it for this week. That takes us all the way through 30, 27, 28, 29, 30. Restore chi at the end. You want to try it? Okay. You want to start from the single wing? So after we wrap around let's talk through some of the checkpoints. So one of the first checkpoints as we're doing this is as the right hand comes around the right side of the body, there's different ways of doing this. You can really focus on the fugu, so dragging the fugu through the waist until it's in the front, and then letting the palm face lower dantian, or it can come out and then the palm comes in, but somehow the hand has to get to lower dantian in the front, and at that time the focus of the eyes is down on that hand, and you don't have to look down like that. Your head is still upright, but your eyes are looking down at that hand, and your concentration is on that right hand. And then the waist, after that checkpoint, the waist turns, and that allows the right hand to come over the left hand, over the left arm, up the left side of the body, over the left shoulder, and to the left ear. And then if you need to move your head a little bit to get your arm over your head, you can do that. Ideally, the right hand rotates over the left ear through that movement. And then as the waist comes back forward, the right hand comes around to the right ear. And there's another checkpoint. So your eyes are on the horizon again, soft gaze. And then the right hand comes down, left hand comes up, and the weight is still back on the right. So right now the left hand is facing under the collarbone. So that was the first kind of elevators up and elevators down, and then the right hand turns over. Now it elevators again, but this time we lean forward. So left hand comes down, right hand comes up, and we lean forward so that the heels are off the ground. If you've got confidence in your balance there, you can bring the heels off the ground. If you just want to lean forward some, that's good too. And you don't want to lean forward so far that you're losing your balance. It's a subtle leaning. And then again, checkpoint, the right hand is looking under the right collarbone. Left hand turns over. Checkpoint, Hugu, Wantiao. Weight is still forward. Left hand turns over again. And then we restore the chi. Movement 30. Restore. And for the restore, the right hand forms a claw and lands above the collarbone. So everything we were doing was below the collarbone. When we restore, it lands above. And that's as far as we get this week. So I want to try going through it again. And first is wrapping the, oh yeah, you can do the raising the single wing. Yep, and you step forward and wrapping, and comes up the left side, and then the body comes forward, wrapping, and then checkpoint. Now this is movement number 28, push down. So the right hand pushes down, palm down. From here, as you come down, the right hand is facing palm down, and the left hand is facing under the collarbone. So it doesn't need to come up that high. It doesn't need to come up even above the collarbone. It's below the collarbone. That's the pushing down. And then for leaning up, right hand turns over, lean up, and the left hand turns over and turns over again, and then restore chi. Yep. Great.
Left hand?
Uh-huh.
The question is, when we come back and so after this,
Yep, doing the wrapping.
There is a checkpoint here, and then wrap over the left hand. The left hand will not move at all, right? When you do the wrapping.
Yeah,
the left hand is
hand hooks a little bit forward from where I would hold it. The shoulder should be relaxed, and the elbow should be back, and the left hand should be at your waist, which makes it a lot easier to get the right hand around. And as the right hand comes over, you can bring the left hand in to the body if that helps you get over it, but be sure that the palms connect. The Bagong recognizes each other, and then comes up over, and then there's that checkpoint with the ear, comes around.
That's move. Do your head move at all?
Your head stays in line with the torso, and as you're coming around, the torso is twisting. It's the waist that twists. The waist that we first massage at the start of the warm-ups, that's what moves. So the hips are square and forward, the weight is back in the right, and as we come around, it's just that waist that is turning. And it's kind of an ab crunch too. Then it comes around, and then as you come forward, the torso is aligned with the hips again. So the head doesn't really have to look around. You'd move your head if you need to lean your head to get your arm up around it. And this is one of those moves where you can play around with whatever you need to do to go through kind of the checkpoints, but since it's mind-body connection, if it's too much to bring the right hand all the way to the left side of the body, that's okay, and it can come up like the front of the body, but have the focus, your mind's eye connecting through the left side of the body, up the left shoulder, up the left ear, and even if you're just raising your hand above your head, the focus is on your left ear, around the back of your head to your right ear. And then once you're at your right ear, before receding, the palm faces the floor, and you go on. So a lot of people have tight shoulders, especially with all the computering that's going on, so this one can be pretty difficult. And don't overdo it and hurt yourself. Ease into it gently, and anything that your body's giving you a little warning about, listen to your body, don't overdo it, and just let your mind complete the motions for you. Any other questions on it? Do you know the difference between under the collarbone and above the collarbone? Chu pen is above. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. And then chi hu is below the collarbone. And these points are midway on the collarbone. If you trace your collarbone, it's midway between where it protrudes in the front, where it connects on the shoulder. It's halfway there. Chu pen is above the collarbone, and if you scrunch your shoulders up, there's a dent in there, or a cavity in that. And then chi hu is below the collarbone. So at the start of this, for pushing down and leaning up, we're connecting to the below the collarbone point. And then when we restore the chi, that happens above the collarbone. It's just 4 movements, but it's a really confusing set of movements. There's all the up and down, yep.
So the chi, the hand is where?
The left hand is connecting the palm, the laogong, to upper dantian, and it's about a foot away, 10 inches away. You don't want it to be so close that it feels like it's touching, but you want to have some sense of connection between the palm and upper dantian. So, however you feel upper dantian.
Okay.
Yeah, could use a haircut. That's okay. It's like one of the little birds, when the birds come out of the nest and their feathers and their babies, they're just like. Yeah, so gotta connect up with dantian. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. For anyone on the other side, as always, any questions are appreciated. It's always great to have prompts for further exploration of the form. Whenever I get questions, it always teaches me something. So please do reach out if you have any thoughts or questions about how the form sits in your body. And with that, we can do 3 bows. 1 to each other, thanking each other for making time to practice. Another, thanking the teachers for preserving the form. And last bow to Mother Nature, Earth, this awesome atmosphere. And then we will find our places for the form. And find balance, forward, back, left, right, centering quietly. Begin. Scooping down through the legs, through the earth, up to the sky. Opening and then bringing it all back to lower dantian. Middle dantian. Push and set the wings. And expel. Elbows out, interlace the fingers, push up, fold, push outside the left, outside the right, hands come apart, rock forward and back, claw above the collarbone, Macrocosmic orbit. Macrocosmic orbit with the left hand. Right hands like clouds. And single waist. Raise single wing. Shoulder high. .27. Wrap head to ear. Push down. Lean up. And restore chi. Turn around. And look at the moon. Fluttering up. Looking out over the water. Splashing. And then drinking the water. Landing the hands on lower dantian and massage. Relax. Massage. Being still. Massage. And then grasping chi. Hands come up to underneath the collarbone. Coming up the stomach meridian in front. Eight, 9, 10. Resting chi palms up. Nine, 10. I'm curling the fingers, spiraling past the neck and face. Big ball on either side of the feet. To the left and massage to the right. Turn the ball over, massage to the left. Massage to center. Holding at lower dantian. Okay. Down the front of the body, Pausing at lower dantian. Up to shoulder high. Still. Then shaking on the back and making room for 7 steps. And then once you're still, being still before shaking again. Being still, shake. Being still, and then 7 steps. First we glide. Six, 7. Fluttering at lower dantian. Fluttering up. Fluttering to the sides. Fluttering forward, stepping, and then we flutter down to the knees up to the left. Six, 7. Fluttering to lower dantian, pivoting left heel, pivoting right heel. Fluttering up, sides, forward, stop fluttering, hands form claws, step and search for food. Seven. Up to lower dantian, pivot left heel, pivot right heel. And we'll build a nest. Left side, forward, right side again, forward, left side, forward, pushing all the way down, pivoting on the left heel, right foot comes around, fluttering, upper dantian, down the front of the body, lower dantian, sleep. Okay, come down on the heels. And close. Reaching a point of stillness at the end of the form just as you were still at the start. Relaxing all the way through your body. Shedding all your weight down through into the ground. Then legs together and walking meditation. Okay. Thanks for practicing.
Video.
We closed at the end. Can you remember when we closed?
You didn't do this.
I didn't do that?
Mm.
Really?
Mm.
What did I do? I just stood up and was like, I'm done.
We stood up and then let's walk. So you after walk you will close.
Well, we should definitely close if you haven't closed.
Or did we close?
I don't remember, honestly. It was a moment ago, and
We will close and then we just stand still.
mm-hmm.
We have a record.
we if you forget to do something in the form, it's not that big of a deal. You just enjoy the form.
We will close, I don't know.
It's okay either way. Well, thank you for practicing. And thanks to the teachers for preserving the form so that we have something to aim for as we continue to practice. And
Thank you for the storm.
thank you, Mother Nature, for this awesome storm that took our power away from us today, but gave it back before time for Qigong. And we'll see about this weekend. It might simply be too wet out there, but it does look like it won't be raining on Saturday morning, so we can get a feel for it as the week goes on. Okay, that's it. Take care. Enjoy practice. Bye.